Hey guys, Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft. Well, it's a different kind of adventure today. Bees everywhere, and they can't get in. So, give you a little bit of a backstory. At home, it's kind of early for a bee swarm. This is time change weekend, so we're getting ready to spring forward. But we're coming off of some cold, and we had temperatures today that almost hit 70 degrees, and it's bright sunny sky. So whatever, I don't know what makes bees do what they do. But long story short, my neighbor was on the property today checking out his pond and went by my beehives and noticed that the doors are shut, which is the way I left them. But there is a swarm of bees trying to get into one of my hives. Now, if you recall, last year during the winter time, we had a freak storm. Temperatures were warm, very much like it is today, bright sunny skies. We had a major storm come across the mountains, and temperatures dropped and went down into the freezing temperatures and stayed there for like 3 days. And I lost both of my beehives that are over at the apple orchard. They were clustered up inside the hive. The small door was the only opening that was on it. They were sealed up good and all of that, but they didn't survive. They froze in the hive. I had dead bees all outside on the little stoop, and just a lot of bees were still balled up inside the main hive, and the floor was covered with dead bees. And that was the same in both hives. And talking to several of the beekeepers that were in the area, there were other people who lost their bees during that event also. So with all that said, I haven't had bees for a year, and now I've got this early spring swarm that is supposed to be trying to get into one of my hives. So it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and I'm packing up to drive 3 hours to go and open that hive up so that the bees can get in and see if I can catch a wild swarm. Never caught a wild swarm before. I really have no idea what makes them do what they do. But if I can catch a wild swarm of bees, I'm definitely interested in doing that, and it's going to be worth the 6 hours of road tripping to make that happen. So I thought I'd bring you along on the adventure. And I don't know, you know, I don't think I have a tripod in the truck. I don't know how much filming I'm going to be able to do, but I'll try to bring you along and show you a swarm and see if we're successful, if they're still there, or if I'm just wasting my time. But anyway, whatever happens, you'll find out as I do. So sit back and let's go see if we can save some bees. Well, just my luck. Interstate 95 is like a parking lot. Looks like so much for a quick trip. Well, there's the one I think he was talking about. Can't see any activity from here, but let's get out and take a little closer look. I'll put on a sweatshirt. I don't know if these are friendly bees or not. I'm not seeing a whole lot, but I changed the door from that little door to that bigger door. So if the swarm comes, or if they're in there, they'll have a bigger area to come and go. But I'm not seeing any action right now. I'm gonna go check the other hive just in case I was under the wrong impression of where they said they saw it. I don't see any action here. Okay, so here's the other hive, and the first thing we need to do is make sure we got the wire turned off. You do not want to get hung up in that. I'm seeing a whole lot. Let's go in a little bit closer. Well, there's definitely nothing in that box, so that's not the one they were talking about. So he said it was the one outside of the cage, so I don't know. I didn't see any guard bees or anything standing at the doorway. You would think if they were in there that there would at least be some standing guard, but I don't know. Wild bees are, I don't know, they're kind of do their own thing, kind of like bees ought to do, I guess. So was it a 6-hour waste of time, or will we have success with that larger door? Only time will tell, because it's going to be, well, at least next weekend before I get back, so we'll see. Nothing else. It's a nice drive, beautiful sunset. We'll head home, stop, get a bite to eat, get up tomorrow, go on with our day. Just hope that we got some bees in the box.
Please place car in park.
Well, if nothing else, I'm gonna get this nasty truck washed. This is my favorite car wash. Doesn't use brushes, just high pressure wash. Goes over it several times. It's time to get this old white beast cleaned up a little bit.
The pre-seal cleaning product is now being applied to your vehicle.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, let's see what 14 bucks got us. Not bad, not bad at all. I'm gonna tell you what, she was filthy. So we come out after a storm a couple of days ago, and all of the vehicles, everything was just covered with, it looked like somebody had sprayed dust all over everything and then wet it with the rain. It didn't wash the dust off. It was just, everything was muddy. And after a couple of days and everybody talking about it, it's Facebook rumor anyway, so you know it's got to be true. Say there's a big drought out in the Midwest. That storm came through, picked up a lot of that dust, kept it up in the atmosphere, and then dropped it out on the East Coast. And now we're left with Midwest dust. But anyway, it's 9 o'clock. There ain't a whole lot in this town open. Let's see if we can find us a place to get something to eat. So it looks like Wendy's.
Welcome to Wendy's. What can I get for you?
Hey, can I get a Dave's Double combo with, you have Coke Zero?
Yes.
Coke Zero.
Anything else?
That'd be all.
Should I do no two on the second or thank you?
Thank you. Well, figure I might as well sit in the parking lot under the lights. Ain't no sense in driving going down the road. Wow, one napkin. They getting tight. The fries are good. All right, I'm gonna sit here and have this burger, and then we'll continue our trek home. Anybody else notice that drive-throughs stay open longer than the restaurant does? So you're forced to go through the drive-through if you want to eat, especially in a small town like this at 9 o'clock at night, which is cool. I'm glad that they were open. And there ain't no trash cans outside to throw your trash away. Just cleaned my truck, and now I've got food trash that I got to get rid of. That's awesome. And Dave, you're double. If you're listening, it's pretty daggone good, but a little bit of sriracha ketchup on that puppy, hey, you be cooking now. I'm telling you, that little bit of extra spice would do it good. But not a bad sandwich. But time to pay the piper, take some meds, and head home. Might as well get to it. All right, guys, well, we made it home. That's just another example of the joys of having a property that's a couple of miles away, and every once in a while you got to make a special road trip. Hopefully those bees will come back. They are. We're all set up and ready for them. But as for me, it's 12:30 and I forgot this is spring forward, so work time's going to come early in the morning. So thanks for joining me for the ride. Wasn't that much going on, but I enjoyed bringing you along with me. Until next time, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, home of global safety and survival. God bless.